As Christians, there are many things that we should not do. But we also read in the Bible of some things that Christians cannot do. Today I'd like to notice 4 such things that Jesus mentioned in the Sermon on the Mount. In this sermon, Jesus showed the type of character that one must have in order to be a part of His kingdom. And as we go through these, keep in mind that these are things that Jesus said that we cannot do. So let us not think that we might be the exception or that there is a loophole. Paul said, "Let God be true, but every man a liar," Romans 3 and verse 4. First, we cannot be hidden. Jesus said in Matthew 5 and verse 14, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." Light dispels the darkness, and one light can be seen from a great distance. Cities set on hilltops also can be seen from a great distance, and were often the first ones to come under attack in times of war. Jesus said that His followers are those who will stand out. As Christians, we're called to be different. This is inherent in our claim of being a Christian. We are to come out from their midst and be separate, 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 17. And because we are different, being not conformed to this world, we will stand out, and people will be able to see our good works, Matthew 5 and verse 16. Of course, if we engage in sin, that will stand out as well. Many people look for ways that they can point out the hypocrisy in the lives of many Christians. But we cannot be hidden. So we must demonstrate the life of Christ in all that we do, so that we might be able to say, "It is no longer I who live, but Christ liveth in me," Galatians 2 and verse 20. Second, we cannot change those things which are out of our control. Jesus said that we cannot make one hair on our head white or black, Matthew 5 and verse 36, nor can we add a single hour to our life, Matthew 6 and verse 27. There are many things that we face in this life that are simply out of our control. So what should we do? Well, Jesus mentioned 2 things in connection with these verses. First, we must watch what we say. Jesus condemned making an oath, even swearing by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black, Matthew 5:36. Instead, if we mean yes, then we should say yes. If we mean no, we should say no. Anything beyond these, according to Jesus, is evil, Matthew 5 and verse 37. But why should we not make an oath? It's because we cannot guarantee our promises. James said that we must recognize that our plans will only be carried out if the Lord wills, James 4 and verse 15. Now there are many things that could change our plans, but we must not be so arrogant to think that we can guarantee anything. Most of the things, in fact, which impact our lives are out of our control. Jesus tells us, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for each day has enough trouble of its own," Matthew 6 and verse 34. God has promised to take care of us in Matthew 6, verses 25 through 33. So He tells us, do not be worried about your life, Matthew 6 and verse 25. Jesus said that God provides for the birds of the air. But then He goes on to ask this question. He says, "Are you not worth much more than they?" He showed the futility of worrying about things that are out of our control when He asked, "And who of you, by being worried, can add a single hour to his life?" Matthew 6 and verse 27. Of course, the answer to that is no one can. Therefore, we should leave those things in the hands of God and focus on the things that He has called us to do. Those earthly responsibilities that we have, those spiritual obligations that are there that we must fulfill in order to be in the good graces of God. Friends, we thank you for joining us for our program today. We're going to continue tomorrow with this lesson on some things that Christians cannot do. May God bless you with a good day.